Hello, I'm Heather.
And I'm Ryan.
Welcome to the podcast. It's game night, it's sibling rivalry, it's a walk down memory lane, but most importantly, it's politics free.
Guaranteed.
Welcome to the Politics Free Podcast, round 6 of Stuff Happens. Here's how it works. We have a set of cards. Each one describes a horrible situation and is ranked on a misery index from 1, least miserable, to 100, most miserable. I'll rank 3 cards in the order of their misery index number, and then Ryan will have to correctly place a 4th card into that sequence. Then we'll switch it around, and it'll be my turn. Whoever's guess is best wins the Gloating Rights Trophy.
Until next time.
Until we play again. Until we play again.
Until we play again.
That's right. Ryan, are you ready for your cards?
I am ready.
Excellent. Caught picking your nose on national TV, 44.1. Migraine all day, 42.1. You eat a jelly donut. Wait, that wasn't jelly, it was mold. 4? 4. Okay, you know what? You know I've got something to say about this, but anyways, you're going to fit in here. Favorite local team relocates. Can we just talk about food poisoning for a second?
But you don't get food poisoning from mold, Heather.
You don't?
No. Dude, penicillin is made from mold.
Fine, you don't get food poisoning, so it's just kind of an icky, moldy taste in your mouth for a moment. I guess 4 is acceptable.
It tastes dirty. It tastes like you get a mouthful of dirt.
One time, I was making a salad, and I was like, ooh, blue cheese. Got out my little jar of blue cheese, dumped it all over my salad, took a big bite, and I was like, spit it out really rapidly. I was like, nope, moldy feta. That was moldy feta.
But
not
Heather,
the same taste.
Blue cheese is literally, the mold is what gives it taste.
Yeah, but obviously there's something different in the process to accomplishing blue cheese than leaving feta for too long in my fridge and it becoming moldy.
No, but to the point of when you're talking about food poisoning, if you like blue cheese, you're eating moldy cheese. Especially when you get those nice, beautiful blue marbling in that cheese. That's like the best blue cheese. But it's the mold that gives it the flavor.
But also, when you have mold that shouldn't be on something and you eat it, that horrible taste makes you spit it out right away. You don't end up, even if it was bad for you, you wouldn't consume it. Also, please nobody start just eating random mold to try to figure it out. We're not trying to give you advice over here. We're not experts.
I will have to say, Heather, this is actually very difficult for me because I don't watch sports. I don't care about sports.
Yeah, I was like, for Ryan, that's a non-issue. Who cares?
So for me, if my, quote, favorite team relocates, like, let's say, I could say, like, oh, the Timbers relocate, like, I don't care. I mean, in a sense, I might care because they bring in a lot of business for the area. So, I mean, that aspect, that would be, like, pretty shitty, but...
Let me try to put it in perspective. I'll try to help you out a little bit here. Hear me out.
Okay.
It's going to also depend on the fanship of the team. Now, over here in Buffalo Bills country, if the Bills relocated, there would maybe be riots in the street.
Right.
People are not going to be happy. They've talked about it before. They've talked about going to Texas. They've talked about going to Canada. And no.
I know that the Raiders, they relocated from San Jose? No.
Oakland.
Oakland, thank you. They relocated from Oakland to Las Vegas, which I only found out on our recent trip to San Francisco because we stopped by Oakland to check out a project that I had worked on that had to do with a monorail system from the Oakland airport to the Raiders Stadium, only to find out that the Raiders were no longer there and in Las Vegas. So I don't know how people down there reacted, but it wasn't like in the news. I didn't hear about riots.
No, I don't know that there would actually be riots, but I think that a lot of people would be very upset.
If I put my mindset, I'm trying to imagine if the Seahawks relocated.
How many Seahawks who you don't care about?
Right. I'm trying to, because a lot of my friends and coworkers are Seahawks fans, like diehard Seahawks fans.
How do they feel about Russell Wilson going to the Broncos?
Heather, don't ask me questions like that because I don't even know who the fuck Russell Wilson is.
You don't know who Russell Wilson is?
I don't know who he is.
Okay, just name a famous athlete off the top of your head. Can you name a single famous athlete?
Ken Griffey Jr.
Wow, that's from like 30 years ago.
When I actually kind of paid attention to baseball. A-Rod, the big unit.
Let me throw a name at you. Have you heard of Tom Brady?
Okay, yes, I know who Tom Brady is.
Okay.
Patriots,
you're not a complete,
right?
Yes. Well, no. He was on the Patriots for a very long time, but the last 2 years he's played on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
He had nothing to do with the Saints? Wasn't he with the Saints for a while?
No, he was not. That was Drew Brees.
Okay, again, another name I don't know. Okay, so he was with the Orlando Blooms and then moved to Tampa Bay Dolphins.
The Orlando Blooms. That is the name of an actor. I can't. We're done with the sports talk. Let's move on with this game. Or the Orlando Blooms. I root for the Orlando Blooms every football season. Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I knew it was in Florida somewhere. It was the Orlando something, right? That's close enough.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
All right, wait, let's just reorient everybody here. So we're trying to decide caught picking nose on national TV, 44.1. Migraine all day, 42.1. You eat a jelly donut. Wait, that wasn't jelly. It was mold, 4. And we're trying to place favorite local team relocates in with those 3.
I'm going to be way off on this, but if I put myself in the mindset of somebody who's a diehard sports fan and their team relocates, I feel like they would rather be caught on national television picking their nose.
That can go very badly in this day and age, though.
What's going to happen, Heather? Nothing. You're going to get mocked and made fun of on the internet, and there are some people who are going to be like, yes, I'm internet famous, finally!
Good point. Good point.
Okay, look, I feel like it's going to be worse than a migraine all day.
Okay.
Listen, I mean, if I think about this logically, this is literally a 0. This is so dumb. But it's going to be between migraine all day and, oh, whoops, I ate some mold. I feel like this is going to be like 40. It's going to be a 40.
Okay. I think it's an 85.
I think it's probably higher than getting caught on picking your nose on national television. But like I said, I'm going to be way off. I'm putting it at 40 final answer.
40 final answer. You were actually not that far off, 41.5, but that makes it worse than... Oh, no, you did it right. You put it in the right place. My math skills have once again interfered with proper scoring of this game.
Well done, Heather.
Yeah. That one was just a matter of knowing which number was higher than another number, so go me.
All right, you ready for your cards, Heather?
I'm ready.
Okay. Tattoo mistake. I have 2 of those. 57.2. Your BFF moves away, 53. Ingrown toenail, 10.5. And you have to correctly place the following horrible situation: fall down a flight of stairs, which I have also done.
I have done that numerous times. And I've also had an ingrown toenail. And I've also moved away from BFFs many times.
And I feel like the tattoo mistake and the moving away of BFFs is placed pretty high. Like, I feel like those are a little too high. Well, maybe with the tattoo mistake, some people are going to take it harder than others. I could say from personal experience, my tattoo mistakes are my own fault.
Okay.
But I've learned the initial embarrassment sucked, but I got over it pretty quickly. And I've had 2 tattoos very visibly on my body that I've been walking around with the last 20 years.
So is it Chinese characters?
Yes.
And you thought it was one word, but it's really a different word because you used Google Translate, if I remember this story.
I used Alta Vista, I'll have you know.
Oh, even better. Okay, great. So most people seeing that aren't going to know that it's wrong. Or,
right.
You know what I mean? So it's like a very rare occurrence for you.
No,
most people in the U.S. anyway, seeing that aren't going to know.
I think most people in the U.S. are going to assume that they're wrong.
Because so many people put the wrong thing when they do Chinese
absolutely.
characters.
I guarantee everybody who sees my kanjis goes, yeah, that probably means something different than what he thinks. Dumbass.
And you were.
Yes.
But you used Alta Vista, so who can blame you?
That's true. I mean, I could blame me. I do blame me.
Anyways, I have 0 tattoos, so I don't know what it's like to get a tattoo mistake. But let's think about this. For me, having an ingrown toenail is worse than falling down a flight of stairs. Because...
You must not have injured yourself when you fell down a flight of stairs.
No, I didn't. And what's amazing about that is that the tumbles I have taken downstairs, which there are 4 specific ones I can remember, were quite literally head over heels, rolling down the stairs, landing on my back at the bottom.
That's amazing.
And I had got a few bruises, but I was like, I can't believe nothing's broken on me right now.
Right.
And every single one of them, with the exception of one, was in front of another human being.
Yes.
So that's always fun. And one of the times it was, I did it in front of a friend of, 2 of the times it was in front of friends of mine that we just laugh at everything and think it's hilarious. Mm-hmm. So all we did was laugh and think it was hilarious, which saved me a lot of embarrassment.
Yeah.
One of the times I had run up to my friend Lindsay's room and borrowed shoes from her for Friday dress day that had heels. Uh-huh. And I was running down the stairs with the heels on, which at that time in my life, I was very proficient in heels. I could run upstairs 2 at a time and down them 2 at a time in heels really well.
When did you ever wear heels? I do not ever remember you wearing heels.
I don't think you were there because you left. You were gone for a couple of years.
Okay.
But short story for anyone unfamiliar, we went to boarding school. Ryan was not there as long as I was. Anyway, I was running down the stairs back to my room, and I managed to slip, and I landed on my butt, and I went down the stairs on my butt, but I broke the heel off of one of the shoes. It hit the stair, and the heel went flying, and it smacked the wall, and I came chasing it down on my butt. But nobody saw that one. But I picked it up.
Did you break the heels?
I broke one of the heels, which
yes,
means
you did.
I couldn't wear the shoes that day. So the next thing Lindsay knows, knock, knock, knock. She's opening the door. I'm like, so as I'm like limping in, I'm like, I broke your shoe. I'm sorry. Here's your shoes back. I got to find a different pair. Oh, good times.
I fell downstairs and I broke my ankle.
You win. Always the winner.
That was the long story short. Good times.
Yes, sounds fantastic. I feel like the game's going to put it worse than an ingrown toenail, but not worse than your BFF moves away, which, by the way, is like, I guess, sad if a very good friend of yours moves away. But it's just happened so many times in my life now that I'm like, whatever.
Right.
You know, it's kind of like, oh, I'll miss you. We won't keep in touch because we never do. I don't know.
When I went to Job Corps, I had this really, really good friend that I absolutely loved hanging out with. And I'd only known him for a short time, but he was probably, at the time, I would have considered him my best friend, over all my other friends that I had growing up. And his girlfriend graduated, and then he decided that he wasn't going to stick around, and him and his girlfriend left together to go start their life off in Florida. And I was so heartbroken. I mean, it only lasted a week, and then I was over it. But I wouldn't place it that high, 53. I mean, it was probably a 30, if anything. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we've established that we largely don't know what this game is thinking. Okay, Ryan,
Yes.
fall down a flight of stairs. That's going to go right there between your BFF moves away and ingrown toenail. I'm placing it third on the list.
For how much?
Oh, let's put it at 25.
Okay. And the answer is?
Oh, fall down a flight of stairs, 22.5.
Damn it. Really? You were that close? I was still closer. I still win.
I think you were still closer, yeah. So you said 41.5, so you were 0.7 off.
Nice.
And I was 2.5 off. So you win. You have tied the score.
Ha! In your face.
That's fair. It's fair. So the score is now tied 3-3, Ryan. I bestow upon you the Gloating Rights Trophy. Okay, well, that wraps up round 6 of Stuff Happens. Thanks for stopping by. If you have been enjoying this podcast, please share it, tell someone, text a friend, put it on social media. We would love it if you would. We are still looking to find out from anyone who wants to let us know, have you actually survived a baseball-sized hailstorm? We need to hear your story. And have you ever been, heavy air quotes, chased by a bat? Please let us know. You can go to our website, thepoliticsfreepodcast.com. Scroll down, and there's a link to our voicemail service and to email us. And I think that wraps it up.
I have been chased by a bat.
Until we play again.
Until we play again.